We must read the signs. We must read the signs. We must read the signs. We gotta read the signs.
This is for my Vaken audience in Sweden. And yeah, introduce yourself a little bit.
Hi, I'm Mark from England. I met Mikael here a few months ago and we had an instant rapport. I've been studying the Illuminati for a few years and then realised the only way to go is to get off grid and try and evolve spiritually in whatever way I can. And I'm pretty much going to stay here most of the rest of my days and try and live off the land, which is hard. It's not easy, but I feel it's the only way that we can evolve as a species.
It comes clear to me also that, especially with a family living off grid like this, it's a lot of work, and I do appreciate what society does bring that's good, and I can see that of course there is a possibility to have both in some way, like or to build a society that would actually be good.
Yeah, sure. But at the moment, with all the greed in the banks and the IMF controlling a lot of things, it's very hard. A lot of society is based on greed and mistrust, but there is still hope for a good society. And all that needs is good people with open hearts.
Yeah, sure. Good people like you and me, hopefully. Huh?
And you.
And you. All of you. So, it really feels great to be here, and the sun is really warming us.
Yeah, even in December.
Yeah, this is paradise, and it's not always like a good day like this, but when the sun hits the sky and all words just drop, this is just fantastic.
Yeah, all that vitamin D. It's good for sleeping patterns.
So, it was the realization about the society, Illuminati and all this that really made your mind to get to Spain and start up?
It was one of the drivers. Another one was living up a volcano, studying hermetics for 100 days, living with basically nothing, and being very content and grateful for the nature and the purity and what was real. And then deciding from that moment that I wanted to live without concrete and square rooms and post and bills coming through and all this nonsense that we don't have to live with.
Yeah.
There was a lot of reasons for living off grid. I think just having no bills and not having to worry, not having to be in that base chakra survival mode, worrying about how am I going to pay the bill, or I need to earn another bit of money. Just being more content and being able to live as a human and to spend more time with energy into creativity. Creating, for me, I like to write. You could be creating art or whatever's within you. Having the time to do that.
Sure. Have the time to create a better society also.
Yeah.
Something that drives me quite a lot.
Yeah. One thing about the new society we could say is how are we going to get over the money paradigm? I mean, do we create a new money, or will there be another way of trade or exchange? How do you think this might pan out?
I thought about a lot of things about how to create a new society, and it's intriguing, and just I think there's many possibilities. It really isn't too hard to find solutions, and you can have all kind of different. You can have societies without money. You can have societies with like a money that's really close to what we have today, or we could have money that's totally different, where you can actually make your own money and things like this. And in the core of it is just that people have to wake up to the fact that today it's not a fair game, it's a rigged game, and lots of the money that's in circulation is just going away. And basically I said the society we have today, if you just wake it up, like if people just are more aware, it could actually continue quite well, as it's quite well built, the society.
Yeah,
it's just
the
that
core foundations, it's the greed that's changed it.
Sure. The greed has always been there also, and that's one reason we have these societies and this closed compartmentalized societies just to be able to control, but still it has some good benefits to be close to each other and to be able to have heating without needing to find wood every day.
Yeah. And different skills together, healers and someone who's good with food, someone who's good with building stuff. I see maybe local communities as opposed to a big authority on top. So a little community here, a community here, and they're all a bit different. And they merge and they talk to each other and intertrade.
Definitely.
Using technology, using all the latest things, but without this big sort of authority. Because the mindset, the consciousness at the moment is, they are doing this, they're doing that. And that needs to go, and people go, we're doing this, we're doing that.
Definitely.
It's that the people sitting under this authority in their mind that needs to change. Because everyone's as powerful as everyone else. There is, just because we say the people in power, but they're only in power because we place them there within our consciousness.
And we let them be there. We continue to give our energy to them and play along in their rules. Mostly because everyone is so afraid. Everyone is just on this primal chakra, or just in for, I need to get the money, I need to get the food. Otherwise, I'll die. This mentality
And also, I think the mentality that's also delivered from the society of constant entertainment. People, almost every minute of their spare time is, I want to be entertained, I want to be entertained, I want to be entertained. External entertainment. And external entertainment's great, we all like it, but it's just a bit too much at the moment on this planet. If we minimise that and spend a bit more time to going within, cultivating some inner peace and fixing some of our bad traits and balancing energy in our home life, this is a good way to set the foundations for a new paradigm.
Definitely, yeah. To free up time. This is something I often tell people, that like this is number one. Try to buy yourself time. Like people are always into consuming, but if one commodity I would consume, it is time, and this time you can use to just be, to gain some peace and broaden your perspective, not go out from this I have to, and just go out and just take a look around.
And also with this time, a lot of people have 1,000 things in their head and they've got to do this, they've got to do that. But with a bit of time you can stop and go, well, these things are important, and then prioritise them and just get rid of the rest and just clear that space out to be a more open, whole human being. Because you can say, okay, that's important to me, that's important, this isn't, instead of just rushing around chasing all the time with the phone going every few minutes and then the emails, like 10 emails a day and because you're chasing instead of being in control of it and having it all beneath you. And that gives you some inner power as a human being.
Great.
So also I have a new book out for anyone watching, which is called Trinity of Wisdom, which you'll find information at my website wakey.com, which is WAYKI.com, which Mikael's had a few problems with the spelling. And another previous book is there as well, and some other blogs and bits and bobs if anyone's interested.
To learn a little bit about the magic of reality.
There's a lot about the glitches in our reality, and there's a lot of amazing things, like the moon fits right over the sun, the exact size for an eclipse. I mean, that's a little bit more than a coincidence. Telepathy has been proven, ESP's been proven, crop circles is a very real phenomenon. There are these things that are glitches in the matrix, I've said, and then we can look at some different paths, and I've looked into the Hermetic path, and we can look at some things there with energy, and just a bit more about consciousness and our reality is a bit bigger than what we're delivered from the media and the television.